Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everyone? What's going on? It is Thursday, April 18th, 2019. It is the end of the week. For this week, we have a short week trading because of Easter on Sunday. So Friday is a holiday, so we have a 3-day weekend. So let's crush it and end the week. Very, very nice. So let's get into it. So as you can see, SPY did a little green to red action yesterday, for actually pretty much in the first, I think, 20, 30 minutes session. And it got stuffed out. It cracked that 291 level. I think got to like what 291.40, something like that, and pulled back quite hard and ended up closing in the high 280s. And so as always, it's big. You have gap ups, pulled back, gap ups, pulled back. It's exactly what SPY does. SPY does that well. Bring a lot of runners back with it down to reality, and obviously continue some of these gap downs as well. Sector wise, I think we were like 6 green. IT led the way. Healthcare pulling up the rear. And so giving some opportunities both to the upside and the downside. So it was quite an interesting day in the market yesterday. It was a nice, very, very nice day for us. So that being said, we got wrapped the week with 8 stocks on watch. We're starting with ADNT. ADNT, as you can see, has been running up since March, right? So it's run into this. You can see this resistance level from November, December, and it traded relatively sideways. Obviously, it was up a point, but it ran slowly up at that level. So we're gonna look at it. We'll see if it's gonna retrace a little bit of these gains that's been running for the past month. And if so, obviously this is a very nice tight candle formation, which I definitely like trading, low stress trade. So we'll see if this thing's going to curl down and retrace maybe to the mid 23 level or so. So if so, we'll be there to take it down as always. Next up, we got BOOM. BOOM obviously ran into its all-time high resistance, 70.60 on the 16th, and obviously traded lower yesterday, down only half a point, not much, but nonetheless, it's showing its signs. So if it's going to give us some more signals to the downside, we would definitely like this thing anytime it steps below VWAP. DERM, obviously we've had it on watch quite a bit, and now it's trading at the low end of its range after its gap up in March. And we like this thing because it's obviously cracked the low of the range yesterday, and showing clearly some weakness. So if it does not have the strength to get above the support for the channel that it was trading for a little over a month, then the gap fill is definitely in at least 50% of it. So that gives a lot of meat on the bone, which I definitely like this thing. So this thing's on heavy watch for us, and we're gonna see how this thing trades in the morning. First 10-15 minutes, not gonna wait as long as normally, because this thing's showing the signs that it wants to fill that gap. There's a lot of room right here that it can fill, and I think it's just calling its name. It's almost like you want to see the right side of the chart, and this is the right side of the chart right here. So let's keep it close on this one. I like this thing to the downside in a big way. DOMO, DOMO. So it's obviously coming down at the low of its gap, original gap day, gap up low. So it's coming up on that point, and see if it holds. It's probably going to bounce at that level, but nonetheless, you have like 1.5 to that support level. So support, like these levels, support and resistance levels, are magnets. It's a little tip for you guys. They're definitely magnets. So whenever you see price going in a particular direction, and just like it's kind of going in this direction here for this low of the gap up, and still has a little bit of meat left, so plenty of meat to eat nicely. So we like this thing to the downside. It trades below VWAP in the morning. IONS obviously, as you can see, gap down yesterday, down over 10 points, and it's not, I think it's stopped out at stopped out. I got found some support on its 50-day, bounce a little bit, but looks like it's gonna might crash right through that thing and fill in that space to its support level from the early March at the high 68, let's say low 69 level. So we got a few points to the downside. This thing definitely looks nice to the downside, so we're gonna keep this one close watch. IP is obviously trading on its hard support. As you can see, that's the only thing holding it up. It's not as strong support that should hold this thing up. It's obviously up 2 days and obviously gap down on the 16th. It continued its fade on the 17th yesterday, down almost a point, and traded to close at the low of the day. So definitely like this as a day 2 continuation. JBHT, obviously we like it, still continuing. We got another couple points to the downside. It's calling its name, that support level. So fought a little bit above VWAP yesterday, but as you can see, it traded nicely after midday, and it looks like that mid 96 level is calling its name. Last but not least, we have PGR obviously had that run up, as you can see on the 16th. And traded sideways, put that top in on the 17th yesterday, and pretty much just faded out all day. And definitely like this thing. Couple points to the downside. If it can hold, if you can hold it down, we definitely like this thing as well. So got going. What do we got going? 8 on watch going into the session on Thursday, the 18th, and that's it, guys. So as always, we stay diligent with our stops. We're gonna cherry pick the best of the best on our watch list. Maybe put on 1 or 2 positions. We don't bounce around. We stock our stocks, and when our stocks set up, we lay in and we capitalize. We don't bounce, man. We wait and we wait and we wait and we stock, and we patiently let charts come to us. All right, guys, we all know what we're doing here. Have we built our watch list and what we're doing? Come check out the site at thestreettrading.com, and we will sort you out on the 90-day course. All right, guys, have a great day in the markets. As always, stay very diligent with your stops and be patient. All right, guys, have a good one. We will check you later.